we were a young band, a bunch of young guys, and just being in a band and playing is one of the great joys of a musician's life.
Joey Molland wasn't just in a band, he was in Badfinger, chosen by the Beatles as one of the first and most successful to be signed by Apple Records.
And you guys were dubbed the next Beatles.
Yeah, the new Beatles. This is what the Beatles would sound like if they got this together. That's what they wrote about us, man.
Badfinger was a force. Pete Ham led the way with strong songwriting and vocals, and Tom Evans, along with Joey, combined for some distinctive harmonies.
Pete and Tommy could sing like birds. Yeah. You know, I was a bit of a warbler, you know, like a frog in the bushes. Those guys could really sing, but I had a good ear for a third part, you know what I mean? So it worked for me.
But after 3 top 10 hits and 14 million records sold, the band discovered they were swindled, left virtually destitute by their agent, Stan Polly. And then tragedy, when Ham, despondent over being duped by Polly, took his own life.
Now, we'd written No Matter What, Baby Blue, Day After Day, and co-wrote Without You. It was just totally wrong. And he went out and did what he did. He said he was going to, he left a note saying, I hope, you know, I can take that bastard Polly with me. That's what he wrote in his notes. And I don't mean to swear, folks, and use to talk like that, but that's the reality of that. It was sad, you know.
Badfinger tried to go on without him, but the legal situation just kept getting worse. Then, unthinkably, Evans committed suicide too.
Yeah, it was really sad. He called me the day before or 2 days before. We had an argument on the phone. He wanted to fight. There was a stack of royalties in the bank in London, and he was blaming somebody or the other person for it being there. Man, it was a disaster. It was a complete disaster for us.
Molland was devastated. He felt that somehow it was on him to pick up the pieces, to carry on, to tell their story and share the legacy of Tom Evans and Pete Ham, and to keep the music of Badfinger alive. And at the age of 74, instead of winding down, Molland is ready to turn it up.
Well, I met this chap, Mike Franklin, who's a promoter, a producer, player. You know, he's one of those guys with the music business rolling around in his head, and he knows how to put it in an order. You know, we all have that rolling in our head, but I've got no idea what the order is. It's like just a big jumble. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Mechanical royalties. Wow, you know, you know what I mean? Who knows? So I'm here today, just carrying on what I'm doing. Michael suggested that we put a Joey Molland show together, and I've been doing acoustic storyteller shows, and this is like an electric, properly produced show like that with production and everything, which is the thing we never enjoyed, you know, all those years, even in the heyday.
Knock down the old grey wall and be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do.
That's what I'm doing today. I'm just carrying on with that. We're hoping to go on tour next year or so, and we're hoping that people will enjoy the stories, and we're going to talk about John Lennon and all that, you know. Let's just do a verse and go right to the chorus. Well, I can't forget this evening, your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes, your sorrow shows.
So after all you've been through, you still sound grateful and appreciative.
Yeah, well, yeah. Aren't you, for the breaks you've had and for the luck you've had? And I mean, do you seriously walk around thinking you're the greatest musician in the world? Because dream on, mister, you know? So just to be allowed to do it, you know, I thank the Lord a lot for what's happened to me.
If living is without you, I can't live. I can't live anymore.
Actually, look what's happened now. Those records are all still on the radio. We all still get checks every month or every 2 months. We get royalty payments from Apple and the EMI and Warner Brothers twice a year. We still get that money coming in, and it's enough. Where it's not like super high class, but it's enough to pay the rent. It was enough to take my kids all through school. You know what I mean? And all that. Feed my family, so.
So of all that you've seen, all that you've done, tell us, what's the moral of your story? What have you learned that's really important in life?
You don't know about tomorrow. You can't worry about yesterday. You've got to live today, and I'm trying to be smart now, aren't I? But it's just to live my life, and I don't want to screw anybody. I want to be square with people. I want to tell the truth to people that I feel, or what I think about this or that or the other. So that's how I live my life. You know, I eat regular. I buy my stuff at the Goodwill like everybody else. You know what I mean? And I take life as it comes, you know. That's fantastic, isn't it? You know, I've been permitted to do this pretty much all of my life, and to still being able to do it. I'm really happy because my voice is hanging in. You know, I love playing the guitar. I can't play, but not like I used to play it, but I'm just really enjoying it. Really enjoying it.
Just one thing before I go. Take good care, baby, let me know, and let it grow. The special love you have for me, my Dixie.